Well, Nufarm is one of the world's leading crop protection and seed companies with manufacturing and marketing operations based in Australia, New Zealand, Asia, Europe, and America. Nufarm's recent innovation is their Idea Farm and Factory, bringing ag awareness to the community. And today we are joined by Nufarm President and General Manager Brendan Deck right here in our studio to take a further look into this Idea Farm operation. Nice to meet you. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you. Thanks for having me along.
So for some of our viewers who might be unfamiliar, can you just kind of give us an overview of Nufarm?
Look, Nufarm is probably about the 9th largest global company in crop protection and seed. Like you said, our business's head office is based in Melbourne, but we have our major hub here in the US. We have 2 plants in Chicago. We also have labs and sales and marketing based in Raleigh in North Carolina. We also have an operation out of Canada as well.
Very nice. All right, so the main thing we want to talk about while you're here today is this Idea Factory and Farm. Now, I understand it's actually in an industrial park.
Yes.
Can you kind of give us the reasoning behind that?
Well, as you know, Chicago is probably, well, I found out, the 3rd largest city in the US. And we have a lot of staff based there who actually don't get to experience agriculture or farming directly.
Right.
And so out of that came a lot of discussion about how could we and get our staff engaged in agriculture. We produce a lot of products for inputs for farmers, but a lot of our staff probably don't really understand how they're used, why they're used, and what is the growing mechanism of agriculture. We then also got in touch with the Chicago High School of Agriculture, who are very close to our site. And then in 2013, we moved to a new site in Allsip, Chicago, which had some extra space. And from that, the concept started to turn into a reality.
Very nice. All right, so I mean, obviously there's a lot of goals associated with this. Can you kind of give us an overview of the main goals?
Sure. Look, probably the main goals for me is, one, engaging our staff, getting them educated to understand what is agriculture about, seeing on a daily basis, on a year-round basis, what goes on in agriculture, from preparing a bare soil through to seeing a harvest at the end of a year. That's important, and it makes them more aware of what they're doing every day, and it makes them enjoy their job better. And the second part would be ensuring that when our customers and suppliers come into Chicago, we have an opportunity to demonstrate some of our technologies, whether it's seed treatment, seed varieties, or actually how we are using the chemicals and the products in the best way going forward. And then finally, and probably the most passionate one for me, is the students from the high school. We love to see young people coming into this industry. I mean, there's a few of us that are a bit older and a bit greyer, and we need to see young people coming through. And if we can just get 1 or 2 of those students who can engage, we've got them running the farm at the site. And if they can take from that and they find a passion for agriculture, then I'm probably very happy. Very
nice. And I think that is very important. We talk about that a lot here at RFD TV, that the numbers are dwindling, and we're very concerned that there's not going to be a next generation of farmers. So it's definitely serving a big purpose. So what kind of feedback have you gotten from this? Oh,
it's been really positive. I mean, you know, standing around the water cooler and hearing your staff talking about what's going on out in the yard is great to hear. Seeing people come to work and understanding what's happened when there's been a storm come through. What was the impact to the sunflowers out the front? I mean, it was quite noticeable. Last year when we had our sunflower crop out there, we got a big storm in August that flattened a lot of it. And there were staff standing there, so can we stand them up again? And out of that, we had a lot of learning and education that said, no, that's what happens. I mean, when the weather plays a major part, it impacts it for a long period of time. Even coming to work in a taxi from the airport at times, the taxi driver will stop me and say, what's all this about? What is it? What's going on here?
So people are talking about it, which is very important.
It is, and that's what makes it exciting and worthwhile.
Well, you're going to stick around. We're going to talk more in the next half hour. It's been a pleasure meeting you. Again, Nufarm President and GM Brendan Deck. Thank you very much. And we'll talk more in just a bit. And be sure to keep it right here on your Market Day Report. The next half hour begins right after this.